Hi friends, Caroline's here from How to Vietnamese. Personal pronouns is one of the most confusing topics in Vietnamese language, but it's so important and basic that all learners have to know when they first start. I'm here to help you master this topic so you will know how to correctly address people in Vietnamese and that you don't come off as the rude person. First, what are terms of address or pronouns? In English, when talking to someone, you simply refer to yourself as I and refer to the other person as you. But in Vietnamese, there are many terms to refer to yourself and the person that you are talking with. In fact, you would call a stranger the same way as how you would call a family member, addressing that person as aunt, uncle, brother, and sister, etc. Now, which terms to use mostly depends on three factors: generation, age, and gender of you and the person that you are talking with. The best way to learn Vietnamese pronouns is to divide them into 4 generations: your grandparent generation, your parent generation, your own generation, and your children or grandchildren generation. In this video, we will take a look at how to address people in your own generation first.
Now, for someone who seems old enough to be your older sibling, like an older brother or sister, you would call that person anh for men and chị for women. And for someone who seems young enough to be your younger sibling, you would call that person em for both man and woman. So how do you call yourself when talking to these people? It's very simple. When calling someone an older brother or chị older sister, you are like a younger sibling to that person. Therefore, you would call yourself em. Similarly, when calling someone em, if you're a man, you would call yourself anh as in older brother. And if you're a woman, you would call yourself chị as in older sister. Now let's take a look at a simple scenario where John and Nam greet each other and introduce their names. So to John, Nam seems a bit younger than him, like a younger brother. So he would refer to Nam as em and refer to himself as anh. Chào em, anh là John. Literally, hello you, I'm John. In return, Nam would refer to John as anh and refer to himself as em, since John seems older than him, like an older brother. Chào anh, em là Nam. Hello you, I'm Nam.
Here are 3 additional things that you have to take note when using the pronouns anh, chị, and em. Number 1. When a person is in the same generation as you, I know that it might be hard to guess if that person is actually older or younger than you. In that case, it would be safer to consider yourself younger than that person to show respect. This means that you would address yourself as em and address that person as anh or chị. Number 2, when engaging in some sort of services like in banking, hotel, or taking a taxi, if a service staff is in the same generation as you, he or she would always address you as anh or chị as a way of showing respect to a customer. In return, you can also call that person anh or chị as well to show the same respect. Or if it's obvious that he or she is younger than you, then it's okay to call that person em. Number 3. When 2 people are in a relationship, even if the female is older, the male's pronoun would always be anh and the female's one would always be em. In the next lesson, we will learn how to address people that are not in your generation, as well as other pronouns that don't use family terms. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next lesson.